Good morning. Doing something different this morning. It's 4:30. I just finished my hair. Well, I slept and then I randomly just woke up. I'm like, all right, let me just get my hair done because I gotta get this done. And I just had a thought. I just had a thought this morning, like. You just have to get to that point where you really understand what it is that you want and what you don't want. And then you have to also recognize that someone else has gotten to that point too. Someone else, eventually. Some people, you don't know exactly where people are. But, I know what I want. I know what I've been through. I know what I've faced. I know all the challenges. And there's just something that I just can't do anymore. And, it's trying to put a Band-Aid on a situation that really needs radical healing. The statement or the concept, this idea is that, women don't know what we want. We don't know. And I think that statement is true to a point. Recognizing that the only relationship that I know would put me in a position where I'm a single mom. I know how to be a single mom. I know how to do it by myself. I know how to push myself. I know how to push people away. I know how to be really good in bed. I know how to cook. I know how to fight. But I don't know how to let someone in, be patient and kind with them. I don't know how to have the relationship that I dream of. I don't know how to open up about things without just breaking down. I don't know how to be a space where someone can really just let me know what's going on, which is what I want, but not feel attacked. I don't know how to have a relationship with a man and be soft and be taken care of and take care of him. And I don't know how to do those things because that's not what I saw. I saw cheating and lying and yelling and arguing, and I saw inconsistency. I saw retaliation. I saw passive aggressiveness. I saw resentment. I saw bitterness. I saw silent treatment. I saw denial. I saw regret. I saw hate. I saw toxicity. I saw doing it on your own. I saw things that I don't want, but I don't know how to untangle myself from that because that's all I know. So if the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. This has been it, because I didn't know. I didn't know. So that's why I'm on this spiritual wellness journey, because I want the relationship where I have a husband and a father for the children, and we go on vacation and we have family time and we share things. We're a team. We're actually a team. We communicate, we talk to each other. I want to be held every night. I really do. I want cuddles and kisses and someone to hold me. And I do want to be taken care of. I do want that. And I want to be the woman that is not just the pushover and the giver and the lover and the sex toy in bed. I'm somebody that my husband can confide in, and we share perspectives and we grow together. It might be out of taste, but I'm now watching The Cosby Show more than I did growing up. I didn't really watch it. I saw it, but the cartoons were better. So now I can understand what they were showing and teaching. And it's like, back in the day, it didn't seem like a black doctor and a black lawyer were real at that time. Even though my mom was an accountant and my dad was in the office as well, it didn't seem possible. But it was, and it is, and it was back then too. But that powerful couple building a home and a structure for their family, and how they spoke to one another, and they were a team raising a family. It is what I want and what I desire and what I've always been asking for, but I didn't really see it because my mom and my dad were that greater example in my head, but their dynamic was not that. It was all the things that I listed before. Even young, I kind of understood that it was kind of like a show. It was trying to put things together and make it seem like it's working, but it wasn't. Because I can remember the yelling, and I can remember the divorce, and I can remember all of that stuff. And I don't want it to be like we don't argue and we don't have disagreements, because I'm recognizing the importance of that now. That used to be like a flex, like, oh no, previous relationships, like, we didn't argue. We just I just kind of agreed. And I wanted to be under him and serve. But it made me disappear. I disappeared in our relationship. And I couldn't open up. I silenced myself. I shrunk myself. And I can't do that. Nobody can do that. You can't walk on eggshells trying to make someone else feel better. You can't shrink yourself and eliminate your opinions in a relationship. You need to talk to one another and be honest. And understanding that is why I feel like things have been so hard. It took me a while to really understand what can work for me and what can't work for me, what I can and can't do, what I can and can't tolerate. And it's not easy. But it's also not easy just trying to put a Band-Aid over it and sleep it away, eat it away, sleep with it with other people and run away and numb. It's just a Band-Aid. And a Band-Aid over a wound that needs stitches doesn't do anything. And a Band-Aid over a wound that is infected doesn't do anything. A Band-Aid over a wound that can't stop bleeding doesn't do anything. You gotta do the inner work to get to the root of it and heal it. So, in my family, there's so much cheating and divorce, and it's a problem. And I've always thought that I knew the right thing for a relationship and I could make it work, and kind of wanted to show everybody, like, you just have to do this, you know. But it's not just one thing, and it's not being the perfect woman. You gotta share your opinions, you gotta open up, you gotta be fierce, you gotta be vulnerable, you gotta be soft, you gotta be weak, you have to be real, you have to be honest with yourself so you can be honest with your partner. And I think the reason why I'm just really stuck on it today is, you know, like I've reached that point of having enough of the brokenness now. I've had enough, and it's gonna be painful making new decisions that I've always thought I had to make, but it's also gonna be and has been really helpful and eye-opening to see, like, you know, I've been stuck in this same decision making, and now I'm recognizing where the exit is. It's like, oh, wait, wait a second, there's an alternative. I've given myself 2 options for so long, but now there's a third, because I finally understand now that that third option is the one that's best for me. It's not the option that's best for everybody, and that's okay. And that third option is be patient. That third option is do what brings you peace. That third option is do yourself a favor and think about your future a little bit more And you can do that by being present. What is it that my body needs now? I rest, I eat, I sleep, I don't overextend, I don't make myself so available, I don't try so hard to try and get other people to understand me. And I'm not understanding myself because I'm frazzled so much and drained. So it's a process, And I think understanding how powerful that is, not just for yourself, but for the person that you want in your life. I do believe that, what you desire desires you. Like you don't just want something. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you want something because you see it. But when you're really honest with yourself, you want a relationship, you want a friendship, you want a good job, you want a good life, you want good things for yourself for a reason. So how can you prepare yourself for that? And I think we all want that. You don't want to be lonely for the rest of your life. You don't want to do the same thing over and over. So, the goal making and writing out 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I really just want to think about today. And today, what's the best thing that I can do to set me up for tomorrow? Because I'm tired. Thank you for watching, and let me know. Just put it down in the comments. And I'll see you on the next video.